Good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Would like to present to you my final lesson about consulting for equity. And this is what I've learned from about consulting for equity. If you haven't watched the first 12 lessons, I recommend you do that, especially the first 11, because these are building and cumulative. And these would explain concepts that I was talking about uh, up to the last lesson, and of course this lesson, which I'm about to talk about. So go ahead and watch those first if you haven't watched this. If you've watched them, then go ahead and continue watching this one. That way it'll make more sense. It's just like if you build a house, you don't start from the top, you start from the bottom with a foundation. So that's what it is. Now, with that said, let's talk about my final advice or what to do now. So let me give you some good ideas of what you could do. Now, what we need to do is we need to think creatively and we need to think practically. And we need to look at all the possibilities of what we could do that generates revenue, okay, as it relates to our industry and consulting, excuse me, or consulting related activities. Now, one thing you can do is so you can have live events, okay. This is that you are hosting a conference, could be a conference, right? Could be conference. This is one to many. Uh, Even promotional types of things, but conferences. Okay, that's one idea. Okay, I'm just gonna put this. Actually, I don't need to bold this, but okay. The second thing you can do, as I'm saving this here, you can do what's called a mastermind, and that's when you have a small group of people together sharing ideas. You facilitated it and administer the event, and you give some suggestions along the way. Okay, so what you're going to be doing with masterminds is you're going to invite new and or actually I would say and or because it can be and prospective clients or prospective clients, thus and or. So invite new and or prospective clients. Why? Number one, you want to get them familiar with your value. You want to know what you have to offer for new clients, and going forward, what you can also offer additionally to your sorry, excuse me. Sorry, I meant not new, existing clients. Sorry. So your existing clients, so your prospective clients, you would give them the clarity about what you offer to them that would provide 10x value. For existing clients, so put existing or current clients, let's say current clients. Let me just put this here. Current clients will be, how can you add more value? How can you offer more? How can you do more for them to convert what they already have from baseline all the way up to 10x? As in, what other processes can we help with besides? So with a prospective client, basically the difference is going to be prospective clients is you're going to give the strategy in which that you're going to show them how to 10x sales efficiency, right? Reduce expenses, increase sales, uh, improve operating procedure, day-to-day operations at a 10x level or much higher than what you have, which is which is at baseline. That's for perspective. Now, for current clients, what you want to do is you want to talk about, after talking about prospective clients, what you want to do is you also want to talk about how you can help them implement the solutions you already have. Okay, so it's two different things. Um, Also, you can actively recruit for private consultations. This is for prospective clients. Masterminds, these are I'm just gonna actually put, let me just put, say, group-oriented solutions, group generated, group interaction, sorry, that generates solutions. Okay. And what you're going to be doing, and you're going to be inviting your, so that's the generate solutions. And for that, you're going to want to invite your current clients or prospective clients. Okay, now that I got that straight. For private consultations, you're going to want to recruit for private consultations like you normally would for the business. What you're going to want to do is you're going to work with companies in virtually every industry to achieve financial growth. Okay, to achieve. Okay. Let me tell you what you should be able to achieve as the goals you should be aiming for. Number one, financial growth for the people you're serving. This needs to be preferably 10x above baseline. Okay. Then you also want to help them with acquisitions of other companies. This is a separate business altogether where you buy companies with little to no money. Okay, this is another thing for me to explain, but I won't go into details. But basically, that's acquisitions of other companies, and then assets of that is assets for growth growth. Okay, that's what that's for. Also, you want to increase leads. You want to greatly increase your leads. You want to greatly increase sales, and you want to work on profits and wealth building. Okay, and then you also want to multiply the transferable value. So the goal at the end of all this is to multiply the transferable value on any company in a fraction of the time that it typically takes proven and tested of the time, and that it typically takes using proven and tested approaches. Sorry, I'm getting tongue twisted here. So this is what you want to do with the active recruitment or actively recruiting for private consultations. These are your value propositions that you're mentioning, okay? And of course, as I mentioned before in the previous lesson, you want to be very good at listening to your client and finding out what's their pain points, meaning what is wrong with their business and what keeps them up at night or gives them concerns, okay? Also, you want to try to book speaking appearances. Now, what you can do is you can start off with something where you share the spotlight with a current presenter just to get your name out there. And once you get your name out there, what you want to do is you want to, so once you get your name out there, then you want to have your own private conferences and etc. But what you're aiming to do is focus on the value provided the appearances that are the following: that you'll be educating, motivating / inspiring entrepreneurs to acquire scale and exit their business. Okay, so you might throw in a little bit of entertainment here and there to keep their attention, okay? Especially if this is longer. I don't know how long the presentation you want to do, but that's basically what it is. Those are your next steps. In the future, we're going to talk about effective advertising, things like that, client management, perfect consultation. These are things I'm going to be talking about in the future, but what you need to do first is set out your goals in advance. So you look at the end at first, and then you backtrack. You say, okay, this is my goal. Now, how do I get to the goal? So my goal is, you know, A, B, C. Okay, A. The goal for A is what? And then what are the steps for A? The goal is B. Okay. For example, what is the goal for B? Okay, the goal for B is B. So whatever the goal for B is, and then the steps. Whatever the goal for C is, and then the steps. Do you understand? Okay. All right. So that pretty much will do it for the series. Hopefully you enjoyed, and you definitely, hopefully you learned something. Uh, I've included some ideas for this particular lesson. Uh, it doesn't sound like a whole lot until you think about how to do it and different avenues of it generating revenue in your consulting business. Okay, uh, because you have a skill set that you are proficient with. What you need to remember is that you should leverage your skill set in terms of consulting, not trading time for money, but trading time for equity. Okay. Okay. What you're gonna do now, I know we said this in the other lessons, but I'm just gonna tell you anyway. Remember, what you want to do is you want to set up a paid consultation, either 2 hours, 4 hours, which is a half day consult, or 8 hours, which is a full day. You can split up whatever the consult they want into however they can do it. Okay. You need to get everything in writing, and then also while you're pitching the idea about the initial consultation, you want to show them how this is going to help them, how you can help them, and you need to give them value added strategies during the consultation. Okay. After the consultation, you want to talk about how you can help them. So during the initial consultation, he'll talk about he'll show you his processes and other things like that. Remember, keep everything strictly confidential, okay? Whether it's required to in the contract or not. So in the contract, you're gonna have a written contract for initial consult, what you're gonna provide, and so on. Okay, so you'll say this is what you charge, etc. And they need to pay this in advance before they meet with you, not after. Okay. Now, after you finish your initial consultation, as in the full amount of the consultation, split up into how many sessions. After that, what you want to do is you want to talk to them about how you can help them implement the strategies. Remember, you're not their salesperson. You're not going to be on their sales team. What you're going to be doing is you're going to help them with the implementation of these strategies. Okay, your solution are based upon the strategy and the frameworks, which is the overall interface of what you do to what they can do in terms of strategy and in terms of operations, not only to be more efficient, but to generate more revenue in a more profitable way. And then finally, you want to talk about strategy in terms of scaling, okay? What I recommend is you read more about scaling, because scaling is another topic altogether. I believe I did do a review about a book I read on scaling. So go ahead and take a look at that in my playlist for this channel. So before we go, I would like to wish you the best of luck, as they say, the best of luck, or wish you well in terms of your endeavors to do consulting for equity. Remember to be confident and to focus on your skill set, okay? Remember to get everything in writing before you do the consult, and after the consult, remember to focus on the implementation of the strategies, okay? Okay, remember, you're consulting for equity. You're not trading time for money. It's a very important distinction. If you haven't watched our previous videos, I do recommend you do that. That way you'll hear about from me the details about how to do that. I'm just giving you a very summarized version, okay? Just something to remember, okay? All right. With that said, I want to take this time to personally thank you for watching these videos. You could be watching any other kind of, marketing, sales, or entrepreneur videos, but you're watching my videos, so I greatly do appreciate that. As this did provide value for you, what I'd like you to do is please click like on the video. That way it'll be pushing the algorithm, and that way more people will be able to view it and enjoy it, as I do have variety, of content on this channel for you to enjoy and benefit from. If you haven't already, please please click the subscribe button. That way you'll have access to all the content on this channel. Especially because there is a variety of content on this channel for you to enjoy, not just this topic, but various other topics. And also, if you haven't already, please click the bell button. That way you'll be notified of all my future videos as they come out, okay? That way you won't miss any of my new videos. So I'd like to wish you a great day wherever you are in the world. Take care, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye for now. I'll see you in a future video. Bye-bye.